Hey, what's up? This is Larry. I'm back with part 2 of the lesson for the guitar parts of our song Through a Child's Eyes. Sorry it's been so long since I got the second half up, but it's been a hell of a month. So anyway, I think when we left off with the first lesson, we left off with me showing you the middle bridge section. In that section there is a harmony part that I do that sort of leads into the guitar solo, and I will show you that part right now. You're going to start at the 5th fret, and you're going to, the notes are all going to be pretty much between your 2nd and 3rd strings here. You start this way. I'll play it for you and then I'll go through it. And it repeats that 2 times. So slowly, what you're doing here is, again, back and forth between the 2nd and 3rd strings. 5th fret and 5th fret. 6th fret and 7th fret. 8th fret and 9th fret. Again, back and forth between 2nd and 3rd strings. Then I go up to your 1st string to play this little run. So, 1st fret on your, 5th fret on your 1st string, 8th fret on your 2nd string, 6th fret on your 2nd string, 5th fret, 6th fret, and you kind of slide up to the 8th. Repeat that whole pattern again with the So the difference is at the end of that one, you're going to slide from the 6th fret up to the 8th fret on your 2nd string, and then just kind of let it slide down to the 3rd fret there, vibrato it a little bit. And that goes over the section I showed you at the end of the first lesson of the Now that leads into the guitar solo section. First I'll show you the rhythm, and then I'll show you the solo, and then I will play the whole section through. After you do that, it starts with this. And it goes back into the 3rd and final verse section. It's basically the same as what you're playing on the choruses of the song. There's just a little difference. In the choruses, you're playing those 2 minor chords, and then the 3rd open 2nd minor chord. This one, you're playing more major sounding chords at the start. You're going to do this starting at the 3rd fret on your D string or your 4th string, playing the root, the 5th, and the octave. Just pretty basic. You're going to do, you move up to the 5th fret there, same chord shape. And then the rest of the chord shapes underneath are the same as what you learned in the chorus, which is that kind of open, suspended-ish sort of thing. Minor chord, like a B minor shape there. And that's what you do under the solo, so, yeah. Just repeats that over and over again throughout the whole course of the solo. So then that brings us to the guitar solo itself. I'm going to play it slowly, a little bit slow, so you can hear it just by itself, and then I'm going to play it with accompaniment so you can hear it in the context of the song. And that's it. It's a really basic solo. All stays within the bottom 3 strings there. I'll play it slowly. It starts on your 2nd string, 6th fret. 6, 5, 6, 8. And then back to the 5th fret for... So 5, 6, 5, down to your 3rd string. 7, 5, 5, 7, slide down on your 3rd string to the 2nd fret, up to the 4th fret. Repeats kind of the first part of the phrase again. So 7, 5, 6, going up from the 3rd to the 2nd string. 6, 5, 6, 8. Now you're going to slide up into a higher position here on your 2nd string, starting with the 10th fret. 10, 12, 13. Slight hammer on the from the 12th to the 13. 12, 10, 12, and then 11th fret on your G string, 3rd string. And then the next phrase starts again with the 10th fret. 10, 12, 13, 12, 10, 12 on your G string. Before we went down to that minor note, now it's back in the major again. So it's again, and again. Now you're going up to the 10th fret on your 1st string. And then it does this little repeating pattern there, going between 12, 10, and then 13 on your 2nd string. Slide down to the 10th fret on your 2nd string, and then a slide up to the 12th fret. And then back to the 10th fret on your 1st string. 10, 12, 13. Going down to that 13 on your 2nd string. Now you're going to slide up. It's a little bit of a slide on acoustic, and it's a little tricky. Going up to your 15th fret, and then it repeats another one of those little frilly little patterns, going from 17, 15, and 13. And then 15, 13, and 12, all on your 1st string. 15th fret on your 2nd string, and then you're going to do this slide from the 12th fret to the 14th fret on your 1st string. Oops, let me try that again. There you go. You let that hold. And then when you do the last note of the solo, what you want to do is you want to pre-bend your note. So you're going to go to the 12th fret on your 1st string. Bend it up to about what you think is going to be about a whole step. It takes a little practice to get used to knowing how to bend, pre-bend without hearing it, but you're going to bend up, and then you're going to hit the note, and you're going to let it kind of bend back down to the natural 12th fret note there, and let it just kind of fade out pretty quickly. And that's the whole solo. So, see, you bending strings on an acoustic, especially with these heavy strings, it goes out of tune a little bit. I guarantee some of you are going to be dealing with that just as bad as I do. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to play through that whole middle section and play along with some accompaniment. Hopefully you can hear it. I think you'll hear it good enough to get the idea, so here we go. And that's it, basically. Sorry. Haven't played this song in a little while, but that's pretty much it, you know. If you can play it better than me, awesome. I encourage it. And that's it. The rest of the song just repeats those verses, repeats the whole chorus, and then you're done. And those parts I showed you in part 1. So I don't think I need to show you again. And that's it. That's the whole song. As you can see, it's pretty easy. The trick to it is the touch. Just playing it with the right touch, the right tone, right tuning, of course, helps. The touch is really the hardest part. The chord shapes and little things I'm playing are not super technical or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just getting the touch and the timing right. I've seen people trying to play some of our stuff before, and they've done a great job figuring it out by ear, but I noticed they have problems with some of the touch, getting some of the movements right, and that's just going to come with time. So that's it, and I hope this was